Hey everyone, I am so excited to do a very rare video for my channel, and that is a book haul. These are books that I actually bought with money. I know, so exciting. The first two books I want to show you are from my used bookstore, and I'm going to go and show books from the most expensive to the least expensive. Now these would have been the two most expensive books that I purchased. I ended up getting them technically for free because I brought in other books and used the store credit towards buying these ones. But what I picked up was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and I've never read this one. Of course, he is a British humorist. I know it's science fiction, but obviously it's meant to be taken lightheartedly, and I really think I'll enjoy this one. I've never read it, and it's one I wanted to own because it's such a science fiction classic. And I'm really excited to read this one, so hopefully doing that in the next couple months. Hold me to that. And the other book I picked up is because Christmas is coming up right away, and I got The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. And I've never actually read any of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I wanted to start with this one because of course it was written first, and also it takes place in the winter time, so I thought this would be a really good one to read during December. So I'll be picking up this one right away. The next three books I got were at a weekend book sale, and the most expensive book I got there was $2, and compared to most of the other books in this haul, that seems pretty expensive, but I was excited about it, and honestly it's $2. And that was Slumdog Millionaire by Vikas Schwab, and this was previously titled, as it says up here, Q&A. So this isn't the movie Time, but the actual original story that the film was adapted from. And I actually didn't know that this was originally a book before the movie. I absolutely love the movie, and I think I'm really going to enjoy the book. I just wish I had heard about this and read it before I watched the movie, because I try to do that, but it doesn't happen as often as I'd like. And I was super excited to find this next one for only $1, and it's a beautiful edition. And that is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I remember seeing this one talked about by Andy at Estella's Revenge, as well as Chels at Chelsea Books. And they both were reviewing this book when I found their channels, and I remember how excited they both were for this book, and that they both gave very positive reviews to this one. And I'd actually never heard of this book, even though it is considered to be more of a modern classic. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I hope I'll enjoy it because I'm really trying to get myself to read more classic books. I can be a little bit picky and choosy when it comes to reading classic books, but I think this is one that I'll really get into. I don't honestly know a whole lot about this book. What I understand is it's about a woman who goes to live with a man in his Gothic mansion and gets to learn more about the mysterious circumstances around his previous deceased wife, Rebecca. I just think that it's going to just be a really interesting read. I glanced through some of the pages and I feel that this is a very accessible classic and reads very well, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this one, hopefully doing that soon. And then also, because it was just $1, I picked up Bridget Jones' Diary by Helen Fielding, and I've never read this one. I wanted to pick it up from my library for quite some time. However, because it is getting to be an older book, my library didn't have very many editions available, and so it was very difficult even trying to get one requested to my local library. So I thought for $1, this would be a good one to pick up. It's one of the more famous chick lit books, and I think I'll really enjoy this one when I need something a little bit fun to kind of spice up some of the heavier books that I'm planning on reading in the next few months. And then I got a couple more books at my library, and I must say I love when my library sells off books because I get ridiculously good deals. So for 50 cents, I got this beautiful edition of The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This is hardcover, it's in perfect condition. There isn't even library stickers on it. How bizarre is that? And it's got the nice fuzzy cover. Oh, I just love it. It's gorgeous. And I hope I really enjoyed this one. I haven't read it yet. I actually haven't read anything by Rick Yancey, but I've been interested, and I think this is one that I really enjoy. I know it's about a futuristic dystopian where the world is being taken over by some sort of aliens. And I just think it's a type of book that I can really get into and be a fun read when I'm looking for something a little bit more lighthearted. Now I got two more books in my library, and each of these was only 25 cents. Now the first one that I picked up for 25 cents was The Otherboleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory. And this is perhaps I'd say her most famous historical novels, and one that I've wanted to start with because I read very little historical fiction, and I think this is one that I could really get into. It is so thick that I can't believe they sold it for 25 cents because I feel like the paper is worth more than that. And I'm happy to have it to own, just because larger books, I prefer to own them just because then I don't have to rush to read them before I have to return them to the library. I wish it wasn't the movie edition, but for 25 cents I can't complain too much. And the very last book I got from my library, again for 25 cents, which I'm super excited and need to read right away, is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. And of course he's very famous and well known for writing about Afghanistan, and I believe this is his most popular and most famous of his 3 novels, and the place that I want to start. So super excited to get this one. Again, considering it's from my library, it's in beautiful condition. There are no stickers on the cover, the pages are in fantastic condition, it doesn't smell like smoke or anything, and there's no markings in it. It's in beautiful condition. I cannot wait to read this one. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I need to read this one. So it's good that I own it because now I have no excuses. That's it. I am super excited for all of these books. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below if you've read any of them, or if there's any that you're interested in reading yourself. If you have a book channel, maybe we could do a read along if you're interested in reading one of these. That's about it for today. I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.